Tillandsia's just got a water. It's quite a big collection hanging on a... This is just a closed peg, a circular one, but it's just ideal. And I did water them outside. I just brought them in to dry off a little bit more. All right. Oenelia polystachys. You can see the new roots coming out there. Got one poking out there, one there. That yellow thing is a sticky trap for any wandering fungus gnat. There's even a fern trying to grow in there. I barely keep it moist when it's inactive in growth, and there's not a lot of growth happening at all. I go by that. I don't try to water it if it's not showing any growth at all. But in this case, right at the mid-August, it is showing some. And we still have the high temperatures. It's expected to get 37 degrees, high humidity. We get these sporadic rains on and off to bring the humidity right up. Hygrometer here is reading over 70% and already 30 degrees. So this one is just kept barely moist. I just give it a little water every now and then. And it seems to like it. The heat doesn't seem to bother it very much at all. Seems to enjoy that. Next up. This is a multi-hybrid called Miltonia Riku. Purple Biwa is its name. You can see some roots that are actually starting to erupt out of the side of the pseudobulb. And it's producing its inflorescence. We got a nice bunch there. It's 1, 2, wherever my finger is, 3, 4. These leaves are a bit damaged because we actually got temperatures that rode up to 40 degrees. It's not enough to kill the plant, but it will show its stress from the leaf tips. Overall, very hardy hybrid. You can still see in there that it's a little moist from the last watering, which was Saturday. Today's Sunday. I let the thing dry right out before I water it again. I tried to keep it cool by running an oscillating fan, and during the night in this room the air conditioner comes on so it gets a cool evening. So it was lucky in that way. Many other growers of this particular hybrid comment that it's virtually carefree, easy, even for somebody that doesn't really know orchids. They tend to underwater. People that don't know anything about orchids in general, that's what the comment I had. I tend to underwater, but it doesn't deter this plant one bit. Overwatering for sure will kill it. And another thing is extreme heat. It's been putting up with that. So I've had this plant for going on 3 years now, and it will be repotted once the new bulbs start growing, and that will be my opportunity. So we'll get back to We'll get back to this once it does flower. Let me tell you now, it is humid. Got the incense coil burning here, but I really want to light. I want to break it into 4 pieces. We've had many a look at Epidendrum falcatum. What we're going to do is have a closer look at these ones. Hopefully I won't get attacked by mosquitoes. Alright. Epicatlia Kyoguchi Happy Field. This is its latest growth. Looking good. Nice shiny bulb there. I see a much happier plant. Oh yeah, my incense coil is burning good now. Nice. I see a lovely crop of moss growing on there, even a liverwort. Leptotes bicolor. Just dropped a leaf there. It's kind of getting into late August, so a lot of plants have been pushing out the growth. I've got to be careful because this is getting around to that point where growth will slow down as the plants take a quick break. We're just going to pull this out, so we can have a better look at it. These mosquitoes are just ignoring that coil, but that's why I've got to burn more of it. Daneba polybourbon. Overall, I'm happy with the growth of this. Definitely loves this humid area, and I shall return it to here after it's wintering indoors. It's got some mosses growing in there. It's a nice healthy plant, and it is pretty moist most of the time, putting out a lot of growth. What it has to do now is flower. This one here has been trying to recover. You can actually see, and I gotta get this weed out. You can see a new growth popping up there. Look at all the moss growing in this basket. 2023. Angraecum disticum. Don't have my glasses on. But this main stem up here is what I had when I got it. A couple of stems, and the ones protruding out, those 3 stems were produced last year. Look at that moss. Beautiful covering of moss. And they were produced about, I don't know, September or October, when the weather cools down. You get significant differences between night and day temperatures. That makes it grow. These hot temperatures, however, tend to keep it growing a little, but not very much, and it's green and healthy. But I do make sure that I keep this well hydrated. It'll dry out a little between waterings. What I have to have now are flowers. And it hangs up there in this window that's I don't know. Whew. My brain's starting to die now. It's getting too hot. This is bright, but not direct sun. Just very bright, right there in the window. During the winter time, it'll get its direct sun, which is no problem. Alright, so the camera did cut out quite a bit when I went out there, but that's expected because it is getting hot. Alright, so that is the updates. Hope you enjoyed watching. Also, another one that's growing pretty good for me are these jewel orchids. These are definitely starting to grow much better, and maybe one day I'm going to have flowers. This is in a terrestrial mix. I chose Akadama and Kanuma, which is Kanuma once again is just a porous pumice like rock, and Akadama is a red clay that retains moisture. It also has a good amount of oxygen or airflow through the medium, so it's not cloggy or anything like that. You can even see a new stem coming away on here. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, sorry, not 4. Those are 3. 1, 2, 3, and one over here. 4. There's all the new growths. And this one is actually cut off from this one. So I grew a whole new plant in a pot here. Hopefully it'll flower for me one day. Looking forward to that. Anyway, that's it for now. That is the update. Yeah, can't wait for my Miltonia hybrid to flower. And I think I'm going to put a little bit more, give it a little bit more shade, maybe. Although some direct sun does help it to bloom better. Alright, that's it. I'll catch you next time. Bye bye.